Hey everybody! Mr. Tyler here with my daughter Penny. We're excited to do some more art with you this week. So let's meet I think we're on number 5 artists that we've done this year. I may have miscounted that, but we are learning about, do you know who we're learning about, Penny? His name is Edgar Degas. Pronounced Degas, but it's spelled Degas. Edgar Degas was from France, and he liked to do what we call sketching and painting. And so he liked to go to some really fancy places, and like the Paris Opera House, and he would look at ballets and horse races and kind of fancy parties like that. And he would take this little tiny sketchbook with him and do a quick sketch. That's what we're going to practice today. And he used a technique that's actually really helpful, where he would then take that little sketchbook. So he drew a couple pictures of ballerinas or horses, and he would put grid marks on the sketchbook so that he could then make it bigger on a bigger piece of paper. So you use the same lines and you make it bigger. So you have, let's review what we have here. We have a black piece of paper that we're going to mount our finished artwork to, so that's going to be at the end. You can put that to the side. We have this nice piece of paper with really fine grid marks, and that's what we're going to do our sketch on. And so you can see these grid marks. What you could do is copy these grid marks onto a bigger piece of paper at some point, and then use that to draw the same image even bigger. You have some choices now to make, Penny. So we have, on one side of this paper is a little ballerina doing, what kind of dance move is that? I think it's called a pirouette. You're in dance. Do you do a dance move like that? Well, anyway, we have a ballerina doing a dance, and then on the back side, what is that one, Penny?
Horse rider.
Horse rider, that's right. So you can choose. Are you going to draw a ballerina or a horse rider?
I'm going to do a horse rider.
You're going to do the horse? Okay. How about I'll do the horse as well, so that we're doing the same thing. But friends at home, pick whichever one you want. So what we're going to do, and you practiced this in your worksheet earlier, we're going to take one box at a time and try to copy everything as best as we can. So this is art, so it's okay if we make some mistakes or if you change it up a little bit. But we're going to start doing that, and that's a way to take a sketch and put it onto your own art piece of paper. So we're going to start with just a regular pencil, and then we're going to use our black colored pencil. So my assistant and daughter Penny over here has this new fancy camera, and so you should be able to start seeing her sketch bigger on the screen. So you at home, you can watch us, and we'll be explaining what we're going to do. You'll also be able to watch Penny drawing on her grid marks, so that's going to be really fun. So we're going to start with our regular pencil, and then later we're going to color it back in darker. And we're going to kind of, because it's a sketch, we're practicing sketching, you also need some colored chalk. So we have a nice box of chalk here, and some tissues, which I forgot to get tissues. So, Penny, can you go run and get us like 4 tissues? I think there's some right over there. Or do you know where some are? Maybe upstairs?
Yeah, there's some.
Penny's going to get some tissues while we get started. And the glue's going to be for later. Penny just informed me that she thinks I should do a different one. And that's actually a great idea. Then we can practice doing both. So that's what we should do?
Then you can see.
That's right. That's a great idea, Penny. Okay, so I'm going to do the ballerina feet. And you're going to do the horse. All right. So we got our pencil. We've got our tissues. We've got our chalk. We've got our picture. So let's start on the very top left box. And what you want to do is there anything in your box, Penny?
No.
No? Okay, so what are you going to draw on that box?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I have a little bit. My ballerina has a little bit. So just try your best and copy that. Okay, and then let's go down. So we're going to stay on the left column. Let's go straight down. You have anything in that box? You have just a little line. I don't have anything in my box right there. So this with our pencil, just kind of start drawing it one box at a time. And by the end, you'll have your big picture. So I have 3 boxes down, and I actually do have a little line right there. Okay. But 4 boxes down, I don't have anything. How you doing, Penny? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, perfect. Now let's go second column, back to the top. So second column up, first row, very top, and just try to, if you have lines on either side, match those up, and just keep drawing that. So draw 1 box at a time, all the way down. And just keep going. Go down, straight down that column. So I'm in my second box. And just keep going all the way down to the bottom row. Nice. I'm going to put mine on yours really quick. So I've got my ballerina's one leg, and I can already tell I went a little over some of those squares, but it's going to turn out just great. So keep going. I'm now in my third column. Go back to the top and just go straight down. You know, I've used this technique in my own drawing when I want to go sketch maybe a nice pretty tree or a mountain landscape. I'll take a picture and then I'll make these grid marks on the picture, and then I'll use that with the grid marks in place, and I can draw a really pretty sketch on a piece of paper. I actually learned you can do this if your parents can help you with your phone or their phone. You can go into the settings and actually put grid lines on your camera app. And so I've used that quite a bit to just create a grid that then I can use, and it helps me to draw any scene, pretty trees or lakes or things like that. So you can try this with anything outdoors and draw a nice pretty picture. How does that sound, Penny? Okay, so I'm on my third one. Let's go down. If you're doing the ballerina, I think this wavy line at the top looks like her dress.
I think it's her skirt.
Yeah, the skirt. And then you see her legs coming down into that nice pointed, it might be called a pirouette, but I don't know.
I don't know what a pirouette is.
That's great, Penny. So keep going all the way down. Did you finish yours, Penny?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I finished mine. I can put mine over here. You can see nice little ballerina pointed feet doing a little dance.
That's good.
Yeah. So then you can compare it. I saw you were erasing a few lines. That's a good idea. So now at this point, if you want, if there's any like added things just to make it unique or make it your own, like I was thinking for the horse, you could add like stripes on his hat or something. Or you could put a little flower on the horse's tail, if you want.
Or we can draw it
because this is art and we should always try to make it our own. But let's move on to the coloring. So we have that. So now that you like it and it looks good, first thing you can do is you can take your black colored pencil and you can color over it a little darker. I'm going to do mine in Sharpie so that I can show you across the screen. Penny's going to do hers black colored. So now take that line that you drew in regular pencil and color over it again so it stands out even brighter. Okay, so I can show you across there. That's what I did. Can you finish that? So now, here's what we're going to do for the chalk. We're going to do a rubbing. And again, pretend we're Edgar Degas making a quick sketch, just putting a little bit of color on our page. And so we each have a scrap piece of paper, any size will do. And what we're going to do is pick whatever color. So envision, okay, I'm doing the ballerina. I want to do some pink slippers or ballerina shoes. So first I'm going to find my pink, and I'm just going to make a lot of chalk dust on my scrap piece, just like a nice little square of chalk dust, like that. So you might need to do it a couple times over. You don't have to go too hard. Just back and forth till you have a nice amount of chalk dust built up.
I'm going to make the horse be brown.
Nice. Here, I'm going to show our friends on the screen here. So see, you can see all that chalk dust that I made. So now that you have some chalk dust, take a tissue, maybe fold it over, and wrap it around your finger like this, and just kind of grab as much of that chalk dust as you can, and then very lightly go back through, and on the part of the page where you want to color it, color it. So I'm going to do that with pink, color my ballerina shoes. Then I'll pick a different color for her legs and for her dress, maybe for the floor. Yeah, so just keep doing that and just find another spot. If it's a different color, find a new spot on your tissue that's nice and clean, and then pick up some more dust and start again. So that's kind of fun. It's a cool way to make a little splash of color, yeah? So see this, Penny? So I would take it, make a good amount of dust on there. Now take it and just kind of lightly rub it, and then lightly rub it like that. And it doesn't color it very darkly. It just gets a nice like tint of that color, I would say. You might need to do it a lot of times. I'm finding I have to make a lot of dust of pink just for these little ballerina slippers.
The horse is really light brown.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, now I'm going to pick, I think my ballerina should have some green in her skirt.
Mine doesn't show up very well.
It will. Yeah, that looks great. So it's going to be really light and in different lights. Right now, our room isn't as bright as it will be later. It'll show up.
Why do yours show up better?
Maybe my pink is showing up better on my yellow paper than your brown. You could even maybe add a little blue, or we don't have a lot of colors to choose from. Add some purple or red into your horse's skin. Okay. And then last, I'm going to do the floor with this brown that we have here.
Maybe he has a blue shirt.
Just a little tip at home, if like Penny's having trouble getting our brown to show up on our yellow page. So Penny, maybe for the horse at least, just take the side of this chalk and just straight on the paper, put some marks like this, and then go over it with that tissue again. Do you want to try that?
Okay.
Because that way, if you're having trouble getting some of that dust to show up, that way it'll show up darker, and then you can take your tissue and kind of blend it out. Yeah. That's pretty great. Okay. So yeah, have fun with that. Take some time and keep coloring and filling in as much as you want. And if, like me, your tissue is running out of space, you can find some more on the back or get a new piece of tissue, but keep coloring that. And then the last step that we're going to do, Penny's going to keep working, is just to mount it so that you can make a nice frame. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, just a little bit on the edges, maybe a quick little cross down the middle, and try to put it on my black piece of paper so that it's an even border on all sides. And then you've done a quick sketch, just like Degas. Well, thanks everybody. So Penny, you're going to finish doing that. That looks great. And then we're going to put it right like that. Okay, let's say goodbye for now. We hope to see you soon, and make sure you share your photo with your class and have fun doing some sketches, and then go out and pick a nice colored tree or lake or stream and try to do a sketch yourself this week. All right, let's say bye.
Bye.